Okay, so now what we are going to do today, we are going to go through this question. Now, before watching this video, I hope you watched the previous one because that was the beginning of what we had covered. So today we are having a continuation. Of course, there is going to be some bit of repetition on some parts that you may be aware of, but regardless of that, this is a different question. So basically right now, today we are having a single table. Okay, now previous question that we looked at, for it had two tables. This time around we have only one table, and it's called okay, the table name is not even named, but we have the database name. It's called student what results. Okay, yeah. So what we are going to do, the very first thing is that we are going to create a file, and we are going to call our database students what results. So we head towards the desktop. Of course, let me try to open my. Now at this stage, you should know how to create your what? Your file. At this stage, you should know how to create your file. So I'll right click, and then of course you need to first create the folder you have created. Let's say this is your folder. Let me call it just access. Now for you'll have to give it your names. You open that, then you right click so that you create your access. Click on that. So as you are creating it, the database name, we need to know the folder. My folder is called access. Now it's supposed to be called students results. Okay, student results. Now why basically I'm calling it students results? Okay, because this is how it's supposed to be called. Okay, so this is our database. I know it's not looking like database, but it's going to look like that very soon. I'm having now a dark screen, but regardless of that, I hope you're able to see what I'm doing. Okay, so we want to create our table. Okay, so click table design. We have our table here, and then we need to start naming it. Okay, so of course, if you look at the question, we don't have the name of the table here particularly, so that means we shall give it our own, we shall name it the way we want. So we shall let us first input in this. Okay, we first save, we see table name. Let's call it student. Now they're telling us you can't save this table without fields inputting the field names. So of course we need to have our field names there. We need to have the name. To have the name. Okay, with the data type. Data type is short text. Okay, short text. Now, before I proceed, if you look at the question down below, they're telling us create a table named student max. Okay, it's called student max. That's fine with me. With a field named reg number of a data type auto number. Okay, auto number. That means we need to have here our field name. It's called reg number. It's called reg number. So reg number, and the data type should be auto number. Okay, so we head back. So we have something else. We have name. So input here the name. Yes, short text, that will work. Then we have coursework 1 out of 100. Okay. This one, since they are numeric characters, we shall call it number. Okay. Then we have coursework 2. This will be 2. Again, we shall also give it a data type number because they are numeric characters. Then we have coursework 3. It will also have number as a data type. Okay, so we can now try to name our table. It's called student max, is it? Try to confirm here. Student max, yes. student marks. So I'll get that, and then I have that there. Okay, we need to have a primary key. We don't have it as yet. So to label it primary key, click on this cell that has red number. This is a unique identifier. Go to the table design tab. Okay, then click this key. Then you will see it appearing here on the screen. Okay, you can see it's like a key here on the screen. So I want to save that. So this is our table. We have created it. Now we're done with that. Then what is next? We need to input in these field names. Create a form called students form. Okay. So to create a form, we go to, let's close this. Go to create tab, then go to the form wizard, go to the form section, click form wizard, select everything, click next, modify. So what are we calling it? Students form. Okay, so students form it is. Yeah, students form. Click next, finish. We have our form here with us. We are going to input in the data, the information. So I want to divide the screen. I think that will be better. I want to split the screen, not dividing it. Split the screen a bit. While I'm doing this, so that you see how we are naming everything. So we start off with the name John. John is there. Then, of course, coursework 1. Let me try to reduce this. I don't want to see everything. So coursework 1, John has 70. Then coursework 2, that is 81. Then coursework 3, 56. Click next. Then we have Adams. We have 65. We have 45. We have 60. Now we continuously do this up to Gilbert. Okay, so I'm going to be quiet for the rest of the video until we are done with typing everything. So for you can just type the same things and then say 855. Don't get surprised when I forward the video. Okay, you already know now what to do. I'm going to just you're going to see the screen. It may forward anytime from now and then fast forward until when it shows when we are done. Basically, you see auto number normally generates for us the numeric characters automatically. Okay. '61. So we are done. You can see when you go back we have all our records here. So let me try to make this big. Okay, let's go back. Let's just make this wide and clear. So we get towards the next question. We head towards the next question. They're saying create a query that can retrieve coursework 1 out of 100 and names, save it as coursework 1. So what we do, you first click that, you will close that, then you go to create tab, click create query designs. You look at all this, we select only these two. Then since they are telling us they only want coursework 1 results, click next, then click next, click modify. So we are saving it as coursework 1 max. That's our name of the query, so we name that coursework 1 max. Then of course you click finish, and that is our what query. So when you run, you save that, you run, when you run it is only displaying that. That's what they want. Then you close that, then we go back. We have create a query to filter out students who score in the range of 50 to 59 in coursework 3 out of 100. Save it as coursework 3 max. So go to the create tab, select query design, query wizard, yeah, then select all. We are going to coursework 2, sorry, we are going to select only let's see, coursework 2. So here what we are going to do, let us just select this alone with the coursework 2. Yeah, coursework 2, yeah, I think that's enough. Yeah, so we click next, next, then the name of the query is coursework 3 out of 100. You save that, that is it. Now they're telling us between, you go to this area where you are saying this. Let me try to stretch this a bit. So we are going to type here in the column of coursework 3 out of 100. You can see that it's only bringing those who are also having in 60s and 40s. So we need to only have those from 40 to 59. Okay, as you can see on the screen, we need to remove these ones that are here. So now what we are going to do, click the data sheet view, then we are going to type here, we're going to type, I'm going to zoom in, I'm going to try to type, show it to you on the screen here as well. Is what I'm typing. So between 50 and 59, between 50 and 59, type it in the column that has coursework 3 out of 100. Okay, so you save that, then you run. When you run it, you can see it's only going to show us those who are scoring in the range of 50 to 59. Okay, this is coursework, yeah. Okay, yeah, this is yeah, I think that is it. So we take it back, yeah, it's there. Okay, that is done. So we save, we close, get back to the question. That was coursework 2, sorry. So yeah, coursework 3. So they're telling us create a query to filter out students who didn't score in the range of 59 in coursework 2. Now this one I can leave it for you guys to try to do it on your own, but I think it's the same thing. So I'm going to just do it very fast. You can pause the video and then you see how I'm doing it. I'm going to do it very fast since you know what to do. Create tab, query wizard. Okay, so this is the query that we are going to create. Okay, but you already know what to do, so I think I'm not go that far, but maybe if people would follow up, I'm going to do it either way. Select that, select everything, click next. Yeah, coursework 2 out of 100. Yes, I think you're going to remove some, not everything. We select that one specifically, click next, then we rename it coursework 2 out of 100. Yeah, so we do the same thing. We shall say look for the column that has coursework 2 out of 100, type there between 50 and 59. So it's the same procedure that we are going to use and do. So there's nothing much that we are going to change from this. It's what we have done previously done. So as you can see, before we even make any changes, you can see that these who didn't score, these who didn't score in the range of what, 50 to 59, sorry, I misinterpreted the question. Those who didn't score in that range, so we shall just say not between. Okay, not between not between 50 and 59. Okay, so it's going to bring for us those who didn't score 50. You save, you can see we have those in 60s, 40s. We don't have anyone with a 50. So this one is the opposite. Okay, it's the opposite. Those who didn't score in the range of what, 50 and 59. Hope it's clear. Hope that is clear. I'll close that. Then we go to the next question. Create a query to retrieve the total marks of each student. The total marks should be displayed in the field. Save it as total marks. Okay. Now here, first of all, you can see we have only these columns. We need to create a new column that has total marks out of 300. Okay. So click on your table. Then we are going to create a new column here. Close that. Double click. Then go to the last column that has click to add. Click to add. Click there. Click to add. Click that drop down arrow. Select number. Because we are having only numeric characters, number as our data type. Select it. Rename the field. Call it T/300. T/300. Then that is done. Okay, we save that. Save it, and then we save that, and then we close. Let us save it, then we close. Okay, create wizard. Then we create a query. You are going to create a query. You select everything. Let us go with everything. What's the name of our query? It's supposed to be called total marks. So that's the name of our query, total marks. So it will be here. Click finish, and then run. When you run, you can see this is our column, but it hasn't yet calculated anything. So for it to calculate, we go back to our query here. Go to the column that has T/300. Then on this design tab, select update. Go to your sections. We have these different sections here, but look for update. When you click, look for update here. So we have update. We are going to see how it's going to change this. Let me switch this a bit. Then we are going to select, click update. Yes, click that. So you can see there is some bit of change, but we are going to input in our column that has T/300. So you click in it, then you right click, where you have update to row, the row that has update to, right click on it, then select build. After selecting build, you are going to see these columns that are here. This is our database name. So you look for the table that you have created. So you select the table that you have created here. Okay, when you select it, you click on it, then look for that column that has where you are going to add from your the amount, the marks. So coursework 1, you click that, then you press plus, go on your keyboard, add that operator plus, then select coursework 2 out of 300, then plus coursework 3/100. Then you just press OK. You press OK, you save that, then you save, you run. When you run, it's going to tell us update. You just click yes, click yes. When you press yes, we can check and see whether it's working. So double click your table here. You can see the total has now come. Okay, that is how you calculate the total in a query. Hope it's clear. So previously we didn't have this total, now we have it. Hope that is fine and clear. So let us close this. We also close this, we save. Okay, we are done. We head to the next question. Let us go to the next question now. So they're telling us, create a query to display students whose total marks are below 150. Save it as retext. So those whose total marks are below 150, that means they are going to have what we call a retake. Okay, yeah, so that is the next query that we are going to create. So now what we do, as we previously did when we were creating a query, we are going to go to the create tab. You all know what to do. Okay, create tab, go to query wizard, so press OK, select everything. Yes, just go with everything. Click that. Anyway, let us go with only total max. This is the one, total max only. Then click next. So we are going to rename the query. We are going to call it retakes. So that is the name of our new query, retakes. Then click finish. Yeah, so when you're done with doing that, we are going to type something here. We shall say run. When you run, you can see the total marks are still as they were before, but we need to change this. So we need to have only those who are scoring below 150. So what we are going to do, let us go back to our query here. Look for that column that has the total marks. Okay, so we are going to type here, we are going to type the less than sign. Okay, below, so we shall say less than sign 150, less than sign 150. You save, you run, so it's going to bring only those who scored below 150. So these are the retakers who are having below 150. So the same thing is going to happen with when we want those who have what, passed. Okay, those who have passed, who should have what we call a query named normal progress. So this one here, we shall say we shall go to our create tab, select query wizard, click OK. Let us select only the total marks. That is what we want to display. Click next, then rename it normal what, normal progress. So click finish. We have it here. So what we are going to do, we shall now simply click here within the column that has total marks. We shall say greater than sign 150. So you save that and then you run. When you run, it will only display those whose marks are above 150, their total marks. So that means the ones who are in the category of what, normal progress. Close that. Then let us head towards the last question. So for it, it is generate a report from the total marks query. So to generate a report, go to the create tab once again. Go to the create tab. You click, you have to select that total marks query. Yes, you have to select that. Then click report wizard. Click next. Remember, we are targeting total marks query. That's why we have selected that in the queries. Select everything. Click next. Click next. Then next again. Next. So we are going to call it total marks query. That is how we are going to rename our query. So put that there, and then when we are done with that, we are going to press OK. We are going to press OK. Press finish. Click modify, finish. So we have our report here. Double click on it, you can see this is how it looks like. So they wanted a total marks report. Oh, finally, this is the final question. It is create a general report from the students marks table. So this time round, it's going to have everything. Okay, more like a report form. So we are going to back to report wizard. Click everything. Since it's general, select everything. Click create. Next. Just select next. Then we call it students marks what, table. That's the name of our report. So we shall call it student marks. Student marks. We type that in. So when you're done with that, you select modify, press finish. Of course, we have it here already. Let me try to double click. I'm going to try to double click and then is what it will display for us. So when you double click, this is how it looks like. So it has everything that we need, and hope that is clear. So that is all for now. Okay, so what we are going to do, we are going to learn how to exporting from Access. We're going to learn how to export and importing files. So let us start off with the importing files, whereby we go to the external data tab, you click on it, go to import and link section, sorry, then we have this icon here. It says new data source. You click the drop down arrow, go to from file, then we have Excel here. So we can import an Excel file to Access. Click on it. Now here we have this on the screen. You can see that it's telling us file name. Right now we haven't yet selected the file that we need to import into our Access file, but we are going to do that just in a minute. So just click this browse, and then look for any Excel file that you see, the one that you're looking for. So I have here a number of Excel files. I'll choose one. Let me select this one here. When I click open, okay, now we have selected this. So I'll click OK. When I press OK, it has this, okay. So just click next, 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 finish. So when it's done, you close. So when you click here, you can see we have managed to import our Excel file to Access. Okay, hope that is fine. Design view, you can see we have everything here. Okay, now let me remove this. I want to delete it because it's not. We have that already. So we also need to know how to export. So let's say, for example, I want to export, let's say the student form to PDF, okay? And I select PDF, student form. Of course, I think it's better to select the student marks. So PDF, you just come to the export section here after clicking external data. Click PDF or XPS. You can see what I've selected is here. So just come and select publish. Click publish. We have it here. So it's going to have our table. You can see it's here. Then we may also want to export it in Excel format. So you click Excel, okay, press OK, and then just click close. When you're done with that, let's just look for the file. So it's called student marks. Just check in documents. I think it's around there. Student marks. Where is it? It's called student marks. It has to be somewhere. Student marks. Look where is the S? Could be in downloads. Yes, here it is. When I open it up, you can see it has our table that we created in what? In Access. Okay, so that is how basically you can import and export different files to Access and also to Excel, and also convert it to PDF.